So we are on your computer, your mobile device. Just head on over to SuperTalk TV. Now, the first week of November, that's the 4th through the 8th, is National STEAM Week, and Tupelo Public Schools are collaborating with the Association for Excellence in Education for some STEAM fun. And joining us today is Stewart McMillan with Create Foundation to tell us a little bit more. Hey, Stewart.
Good afternoon, Rebecca. It's a pleasure to be with you today.
Every time I talk to you, y'all are up to some fun there in Tupelo and beyond. And I've seen some of the pictures coming through of all the fun stations happening all over Tupelo today. And I thought, man, what a good thing. So back us up, Stewart. Kind of tell us how this all came about.
I love it. So the Association for Excellence in Education, we are a group of committed parents and individuals who support our public schools here in Tupelo, and we fundraise and we give grants that are written by teachers. And the specific grant that you're talking about today was a grant written by the most amazing educators, Lindsay Hester and Karen Barber of Rankin Elementary School, and it was entitled Full Steam Ahead, Hands-on Mobile STEAM Museum. And at its heart, this is an organization called Mobile Ed Productions that brings a STEAM museum to the school, and it is filled with 12 hands-on rotations, all focused on energy, technology, manufacturing, simple machines, 3D printing, computer programming, robotics, geometry, and more. And this grant idea was so well loved by the board and by the community here that it was given the Founders Grant as the most innovative grant proposal for this school year. So major props to Ms. Hester and Ms. Barber and to Principal Heather Cartwright for their leadership in this. And we as a board were so excited that we thought, you know what, we'd really like all 3rd through 5th grade students here to be able to have this opportunity. So in partnership with Mobile Ed Productions, this museum that today is at Rankin as that originator and founder of that grant will actually travel to all 4. The other 3 will be Tuesday, Wednesday, and then Friday this week, so that all 3rd through 5th graders get to experience these hands-on activities.
So we've moved past STEM. I see now it's STEAM. It feels like every time we talk about something, we add something else to sort of the formula that kids need to be having the opportunity to get involved with. So what does the STEAM stand for?
Great question. So STEAM is science, technology, engineering, arts, and math. And we know now that arts integration is such a critical part of all of that critical thinking, problem solving. So really having a more well-rounded individual and student that has experiences across that spectrum of more the mathematical, engineering, and then also incorporating the arts.
I'm looking here, Stewart, and I'm seeing that the grants that the Association for Excellence in Education Board announced back in September, that they were funding 28 grants with not chump change. So what's the total number of money that's going out for the Tupelo Public School District?
Yes, the Association for Excellence in Education had our annual lunch at ECEC. It was out of this world, space themed, and we announced that funding of 28 grants and a total of $110,000, a little over $110,778 if we want to be specific, to support students of all age ranges, starting at ECEC, the Early Childhood Center, all the way up to Tupelo High School. So from our 4-year-old babies all the way up to our 18-year-old, they're still kind of babies then, to be able to support a plethora of grants and experiences like the Mobile STEAM Museum that's in action today.
I feel like this is unique to Tupelo, or maybe other school districts have this kind of education board or foundation. But how does the monies get collected for the grants? Like, who's giving you money?
So we are very grateful. We have a board of 20 board members that represent and are connected to each of the 14 schools in the Tupelo Public School District. And we both have individual and organization donors that give. We are very grateful that this year our highest level donors are named grant donors that give $5,000 or more to best support the work of AEE. And this year we increased so that we have Regions Bank, Brevard Family Foundation, Community Bank, Renaissance Bank, Tennessee Valley Authority, Reed's Department Store, North Mississippi Health Services, United Way of Northeast Mississippi, and the Tupelo Public School District Foundation, a fund for innovation. So there are 9 organizations that give over $5,000 and actually get to select the grants that they want implemented in alignment with their strategic priorities to best support this work. But we also have other donors that give $1,000 or more, and cumulative, we have about 170 individuals and organizations that are deeply committed to public education and to provide that money to give back that $110,000 directly to our students and teachers in the school district.
Well, I don't know if it's unique to Tupelo, Stewart. I don't know every district, but I think it's working, and I think it's incredible that you have that public-private partnership to bring these kinds of opportunities to your schools, but also the opportunities that the teachers have sort of thought up of or connected with what would work best for their students, right? Because sometimes you have the fun things that come around, but it sounds like you're giving your teachers the opportunity to be creative, understand their students, and then write for what would fit into what they're trying to do in the classroom.
That is exactly right. Our teachers are our greatest asset, and we want to do everything we can in our power to support them, to lift them up, to empower them to come up with great ideas that they can then implement with their students to bring some joy back in the classroom. Because at the end of the day, that's what we remember about school. We remember the things and times that we enjoyed and had positive experiences.
The mobile classroom, Stewart, that's going around Tupelo right now for the STEAM events, is that something other schools can write grants for or connect with and get this way? Like, where did it come from? How are y'all borrowing it?
Great question. So, yes, and from those logistics, the company is called Mobile Ed Production. So I would definitely recommend that individual school districts who are interested in looking into this could reach out and connect with their team to look at availability.
Would they, so they could just reach out to them directly and sort of Google it or sort of look into it, something like that?
Yes, I think that would probably be the best plan of action, to connect directly with the company.
Good deal. So what's it like today? I know today was at Rankin Elementary, which every time I see that, Stewart, I'm in Rankin County, I'm like, oh, it's here, and then it's not.
Well, again, Rankin County should see if they can have it.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of excitement and a lot of joy. We've had multiple of our board members that have been able to go, and I've seen pictures of the team there in VR headsets and doing robotics repair and working with different 3D printers. There was a bike that kids were riding. So lots of different stations and activities to truly be hands-on and allow all of these students to get that positive experience, and something that, I mean, again, at the end of the day, it feels like a museum and fun, but it's in the confines of the school as opposed to having to travel and take that extra time to go somewhere, buses, travel time, all those logistics.
Do all the elementary students get the opportunity, or are these students who have been in, the different honors classes, or they call them different things in different places, or is it open to all the kids?
It is open to all of the kids, and that's something we really appreciate, all 3rd through 5th grade students. So I will say I wish it was everybody. Lawhorn Elementary has 2nd through 5th graders, and my child's in 2nd grade. So sadly, he will not get the opportunity to participate. But all of the 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders in the entire Tupelo Public School District between today and Friday will be able to have this experience. Well,
I'm jealous, Stewart. So there.
Me too.
But I think it's a great thing. Again, every time we talk to you, you guys are up to some good there in Tupelo. It's good to see that, when the community comes together and buys into the education that's happening with their kids, good things kind of happen. It takes active parents and active public partnerships for schools to thrive, and y'all seem to be doing that fairly well.
Thank you. And I'd love to also pose that as a challenge, that any other school district you could start small by just looking at, hey, we like this mobile STEAM museum. Maybe we could look into what this cost would be and what we could do to fund this for a school or a grade level, but then looking all the way up to what would it look like to have an organization like AEE to support grants and ideas more broadly. So everybody can play a part to support our public schools.
I love it. All right, Stewart. Well, I hope y'all have a great week, and all the kids look like they're having lots of fun. So enjoy it, and thank you for your time.
Will do. Thank you, Rebecca. Always a pleasure.
All righty. You guys stick with us. We got more for you coming up next.